In this After Effects tutorial, I'll show you how to create rotating cube text animations like these. Hi, my name is Manuel, I'm a freelance motion designer. Stick around, we'll use the built-in Cinema 4D renderer to extrude shapes, add text and rotate all that around. Exciting, so let's get started. By double-clicking on the rectangle tool, which creates a shape, which we quickly name cube. We open the contents property, release constraint proportions and set the size to 400 by 80 pixels. Now let's set the stroke width to 1 pixel white and the fill color black. Then let's make it a 3D layer by activating this little cube. And if you take a look up here in the right upper corner, it says Classic 3D, which doesn't allow us to extrude shapes. So let's click on that, which opens our composition settings, and change the renderer to Cinema 4D. You have to be aware that this renderer doesn't support a list of things which you find here, like blending modes, track mattes or layer styles. We don't need that, so that's fine. But it allows us to extrude shapes. If you click on options, you could change the render quality, which of course affects your render time. Okay. Hey, there are new geometry and material options. We open geometry options. Actually, let's change our view layout to 2 views to see what happens. We now see the extrusion depth in our top view, meaning we're creating a real 3D cube. It is white because it drags the white color of the stroke around the corner, which is exactly what we want in this case. Let's set the extrusion depth to 400, like the width of the shape. By the way, if you select rectangle and open the add menu, you'll find all kinds of options to change the colors for the front or sides of the cube. Anyways, we need to take care of the anchor point. Because if we rotate the cube now, it doesn't look right. Because we want to rotate it around the center point. Therefore, we need to center the anchor point by setting the set value to 200, half the cube extrusion. Now we're talking. Let's grab the type tool, add some text. Align the text to the center and align the solid to the comp center. And of course, we have to turn it into a 3D layer. Then we take the pick whip right next to the text layer and link it to the cube. Now we need to bring the text to the front. Therefore, we adjust the position back to 0. You might run into issues by putting it into the exact same position as the cube front, so I always add 1 pixel, actually -1. You might need to adjust the type again as it grew bigger to fit it on the shape. Now we simply animate the Y rotation of the cube. We start with -90, set a keyframe, then 20 frames in, 0. At 30 frames, 0 again, and finally at 55 frames we end with 90. Let's select all keyframes, open the graph editor, make sure the snap icon is activated and edit speed graph is selected, and adjust the speed curve by pulling these points down and at the same time dragging the handles towards the inside. The animation starts slow, has its highest speed in the middle, and then slows down again. You want to make sure the top of the 2 curves is at the same height, meaning they have the same speed. Let's have a look. Nice and organic. Finally, we simply duplicate the layers. Command D is the shortcut. Move them to the top. Select the cube layers, press P to open the position property, and change the positions of just the cubes, as the text layers are linked. That's for the upper cube, -80 for the Y position, for the lower cube, +80, the height of the cube. We select all layers, press U to see all keyframes and offset the rotations by 10 frames. That's the basics. Now it's on you to change the text and go crazy. On the left side, I've added some videos you might like, so see you there. Subscribe to my channel on the right side and ring the bell if you want to know exactly when the next video is coming out. Thanks so much for watching, hope the tutorial was useful. See you in the next video, bye!